Mhm.
All right, Veronica V on Series and Silliness Guy Talk. Veronica V is an Instagram model, and I found her on Instagram, and I was like, this girl would be perfect to come on my show for two reasons. And what are those reasons, Veronica?
I would like to thank my great personalities.
Yeah.
One of the two. I don't know.
So how old are you?
I'm 26.
Ah, you look younger than that.
Do I?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'll
thought you were
take
like
that.
in your early 20s, but 26 is still young.
I'll take it.
I got some time on you.
My back doesn't feel that way though. Feels like I'm about
Yeah.
40.
Yeah. Well, don't just, I tell this to girls all the time. Just go to the gym, do deadlifts, do pull-ups, because don't lose the boobs, because that is,
No. I
yeah,
don't think
that,
these are ever going anywhere. Trust
all
me.
right, good,
They
good.
they gain more than they go away.
Thank God, because they make you money now. But before we get into you, here's something that a girl with big boobs that gets a reduction probably will never admit, but I would swear to that this happens. When you have, I mean, right? When you are attractive and you have a very curvy figure and whatnot, you get
Mm.
a lot of attention,
Oh.
a lot of attention from men. You get free drinks. You get the good table at the restaurant. You get to
Mm.
come get into the club or the bar for free. You don't have to wait on lines. There's a lot of perks,
A
right?
lot. Except
And
these aren't
then,
perky anymore.
well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But when you get them reduced to, like, everybody goes like, I just want to be a C cup. Then
Mhm.
that all goes away.
No, oh, absolutely. I two of my best friends had, I think, G's. They were in the G's, and they got that. They got all the perks. They got men up their ass constantly, and all of a sudden they lost it. And what one guy told her is, "You lost your niche. That was your niche, was having big boobs.
That's it.
You can be pretty and have big boobs, but that's all
Exactly.
they really were."
Yeah. And you go from back problems to depression.
Literally, I think I'll suffer through some back pains.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Somebody's
yeah,
just
yeah.
got to give me one of those canes real quick. That'll be good.
Well, but you are, here's the thing. You are only the second girl on this show that is natural.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The other one was all the way from Romania.
Oh, it's usually the foreign girls that, gorgeous, have nice tits and a great body, very fit body. But yeah, it's American girls really don't do it. So.
American girls want to look like today, American girls want to look like light
Kim
bulbs.
Kardashian. Yeah. Oh,
They do.
you know what? That was the perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to have no boobs and a giant ass. And it's like, why can't it's just there's nothing wrong with a big ass, don't get me wrong. But if you start to look like a park bench, I mean, it looks ridiculous. And,
A little bit, especially
yeah,
when you can tell that it's fake. Like, if you want a little something, but like it can't be gargantuan. Like it looks
yeah,
like you just got stung by a gigantic bee or some stupid shit.
yeah, you're swollen.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
fuck.
So now, you're 26, so you're natural. What's your bra size?
I am a 32L.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
And that is God given. 32.
God given.
Where the hell do you find bras and outfits and bikinis and
I mean, as you can probably tell from my Instagram, not a lot of my stuff fits accordingly.
yeah, yeah. Well, let's actually
My
plug your Instagram really fast.
Yeah, it's Veronica V 67.
No, it's just straight Veronica V, right?
Yep,
VERONICA 67.
correct.
I will make sure that is in the description area so that people
Okay.
could click and go right to you.
Heck yeah.
Yes, and I've peeped your Instagram, and you're right, a lot of your stuff doesn't fit. But let's say you got to go to something nice. You meet a guy, he wants to take you out, or or you meet his family, or you got to go to a wedding or something. Where do you find
Mhm.
these? Where do you find an outfit like that?
I usually get them custom made. To be honest, like
Yeah.
bras have to be custom made. I mean, those are probably upwards of like $100 to $200 that I
Mhm.
get, and that's just one bra.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, it's in, you can't walk into Victoria's Secret and be like, hey, let's get a 32L in here. They
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
that. They do not carry it. So
There's a
I
there's a
get my
there's a
bras. Oh,
good. I'm
sorry.
sorry. There's a
Uh,
girl in Florida that I'm good friends with, and hers are implants, but she's very big, and uh, she sent me the link to send to somebody else because she couldn't get. So I'll find out what they. I forgot. I don't have them, but
yeah,
I'll
plug me on some bras.
I'll get. As a matter of fact, you know what? She has her own YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her about you.
Okay.
Her name is Luna Mons. We're very good friends. I'm also very good friends with her husband. She's been on plenty, 3 or 4 times already. I went on hers once. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Heck yeah. Okay. See, networking. I like that.
yeah, absolutely. So
But yeah,
okay,
no,
yeah.
for
So no, let's
clothes.
say okay, the clothes.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
clothes. So I actually hand make a lot of my clothes. My grandma's Italian, so that woman taught me how to cook, so do the works. I
So
know
you
how to
great.
do basically
Say
everything.
I knew. Did you? I knew I liked you. I knew there's a reason why I messaged you on Instagram.
Italian.
Yeah, and it wasn't. All right, it was G boobs, but
Yeah.
yeah.
They are the main attraction, so I mean,
But so your grandmother's Italian, huh?
yes.
Do you know
Sicilian
from where?
technically.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, you're
Yep,
like
so
my
you can
father.
imagine.
Yeah, my father was Sicilian. I got this tattoo. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm getting it
I seen it
redone.
earlier.
Yeah,
Celtic.
so yeah, it's the trinoctary. It's the Medusa head with the 3 legs. It's the Sicilian symbol.
Okay.
But I'm getting it redone this winter after the holidays because it's an old one. I
Yeah.
got it when my father died in 2004. Yeah, he died 2004, right?
Oh wow. I mean,
So
that held
and
up pretty great for being so many years.
yeah. Well, it's a little bit different, but for the most part, it's kind of outdated with the tribal, so I want to get it redone.
Yeah. I hear you.
Anyway, so your grandmother's Italian. What about the
Mhm.
other parts of your family?
So everybody thinks I'm Asian. I'm not Asian. Just like Norwegian, I think. I don't really pay attention to like my dad's side of the family or any of that. I just stick with, being the cliche. I'm Italian.
That's it. Fuck it. Plus, where you
Yeah.
from?
I'm from Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. So are there a lot of Italians over there? I don't know much about it.
No.
So that's even
My
better. So you're like the the lone wolf. Like, yeah, I'm
literally
Italian.
like a little diamond in the rough kind of thing because
Yeah,
people
over
love
here
it.
and over here you'd be a dime a dozen over here. Holy shit.
Literally. A couple of my big brothers live out there, and yeah, I'm nothing. I'm nothing out there.
Yeah. Well, you're not nothing. You just be one of the attractive Italian women as well as the rest of the attractive Italian women.
I just need
But
to get in
but
with the mafia real quick. So
but yeah, yeah. That's my other channel, actually. I don't know if you peeped that.
I did. I did.
Oh,
Hence
okay.
my segue.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. But you seem to have a much nicer personality than most of the attractive Italian women from New York and New Jersey.
Well, good. I'm glad that I don't fit that bill at least. I wasn't, I mean, Minnesota is like known for being Minnesota nice. So I got that aspect going for me.
I think the rest of the country is nice once you get out of the big cities like Miami, New York,
Oof.
Chicago. Once you get down to like, the Midwest and the South, it's just a nicer personality. And
See,
I
which is
never
nice.
yeah, and I never understood what you get from being a bitch. I don't get it. Like I don't
Exhausting.
the excuses that I see, like, oh well, if I smile, then the guy's gonna want to talk to me. Okay, so all right, so
Yeah, like,
yeah, so
like you smile and anybody's gonna want to talk to you. It's just a warming personality.
yeah, and but
Lord
whatever.
forbid attention.
That's another topic. So you're 26, you're an Instagram model, and what else do you do to make money? Because you do several things actually.
I do, yeah. I mean, I'm currently still at my job. I work at a doggy daycare as an animal technician. So
Very
that's
cool.
exhausting, but fun, got to
Mhm.
keep the humble side of me. I run my own business. I do like a clothing line kind of thing. That one's still up in the works though. I'm kind of just plugging my friends and having them kind of show out, do all that kind of stuff. So I can even send you a little goodie basket. I have men's clothes, boxers,
Very cool.
how'd you name it? So I do that kind of stuff and just little miscellaneous jobs here and there.
Hmm.
I always got to stay busy.
Okay. Now the Instagram has led into some sex working.
Has, yes, through many
Okay.
vids.
Okay. So, well, explain what that is, because that's the first time I heard of it was the first time when I clicked your Instagram channel.
So it's kind of okay. OnlyFans is a little intimidating to me. I haven't fully grasped the whole OnlyFans concept. So I kind of went to this website called ManyVids. Super user friendly. I mean, it's just straight to the point. You see some videos, you go to that person's page and you buy them right there and then. Like it's not like a subscription fee. There's no like there's really no hassle. It's super easy and honestly, I love it. It's been a super accommodating website and it's different though. I've met a few people through it. I did a collaboration not too long ago in Vegas with another guy that I've met through ManyVids. So
Mhm.
it's kind of a good networking tool as well. But
All right. So I'm going
we'll
to be
see.
very honest. Okay.
Love it.
I looked at your many vids, right? Because you have a little
Mhm.
you have a section where it's like like short clips, and then if you like this, you could buy the whole thing, that kind of thing.
Yep.
I'm the guys that you do the collaborations with. They're
Mhm.
all obviously in the industry, or they're just people you know.
So I mean, there's one that's my main kind of like it, if you can tell, he's like mainly in all of mine. He's my
Yeah.
best friend. I live with him. So I mainly do content with him. The only person I've really collaborated with so far, because it's not really something I want to do
Wait, wait,
collaboration
wait.
wise.
Hold
Oh,
on.
oh.
He's your best friend. You live with them,
Yeah.
and you obviously have sex with them.
But yeah, but we're not
So,
together.
so is your. So I mean, what part of not together is that?
I mean, we don't go on
Where
dates. We
like
don't do anything.
so do most married couples.
I know. I mean, if he wants to
Okay,
cheat, yeah.
let me phrase that. All right,
Okay.
so okay, does he think you guys are together?
No.
All right, do you only have sex when you're doing the videos?
The yeah, kind of. We'll take the videos, but they never really go anywhere sometimes. So I want to say yes, but I don't know. We just do it if
No,
we're bored.
it was.
I mean,
So
when you're bored
it's
and you want to scratch an itch, you gotta itch
so
it.
yeah, so like most people, if they're bored, they see what's on Netflix. You just
Yeah. Netflix and chill. I mean,
holy
you
shit,
gotta
man,
multitask.
unbelievable! I tell you, in order for me to get any pussy before I was married, anyway, I had to take a girl out, fucking buy a dinner, spend all kinds of money, and I was lucky. This guy just,
Yeah,
hey, I'm
no,
bored.
literally, literally. He lives downstairs. I live upstairs, and we'll hit each other up. He'll knock actually. So his bedroom's right below mine. He'll knock on my like on his roof, I guess, or his ceiling, and then my floor.
and
Yeah.
and all right, I'm getting away from. Well, we're going to continue this, but I'm getting away from what I wanted to ask you originally. And
Okay.
and if he watches this, he's going to be insulted when I ask you this, but it's okay. I
Yeah.
don't really care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what if you date somebody?
Uh, good question. I mean, if you really want, so I do content with him, and I'm sort of seeing my ex-boyfriend who manages my content.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a
Yeah.
whole disaster. But they know about each other. Like they
Well,
know
they
each other.
obviously
They've
don't.
met.
They don't give a shit.
No.
But yeah, they don't give a shit. So
I mean,
his
to an extent. To an extent. My ex-boyfriend has deleted a lot of content, like
yeah,
on accident.
but if he knows, if both of them know, then
Hmm.
they don't see. So you're like in a situationship with your ex,
Yep,
and you're just banging the guy you live with.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Here's my question to you.
Okay.
What if somebody comes along and meets you at doggy daycare or at another hobby, and he's really interested in you because you're
Hmm.
very pretty, you're very attractive, and you're very sociable, and he says,
Hmm.
he wants to date you seriously. Like he's
Hmm.
interested. You could tell this guy is really interested in having a serious relationship from the get go. You could tell. I'll how about we get together? I'll pick you up. I'll plan the date and so on and so forth. Now, how do you
Hmm.
handle that? Because I have to believe the majority of the guys that want to take you serious, once they hear that, they're going to be like, "That's a no go. I can't do that."
Oh, it absolutely has been. Because I have met people and they've wanted to pursue, but I'm always honest about what I do. I'm honest about my situation. I'm very, very blunt about it. And I guess my thing is it's going to be somebody that really wants to be with me that's going to put up with it. I'm not going to make them uncomfortable. I'm not going to put them in a place where like makes them less of a man. It's just this is currently what I do for a living and it's my situation. It's kind of like a take it or leave it, unfortunately, at the
Okay,
moment.
I'm
Because this
gonna,
isn't going to be for everything.
yeah, but it's always there.
You know,
You know,
and it's
like
always going to be.
you see that's the thing is the content, the OnlyFans thing and stuff like that. Like I've met girls that have gotten married and they're OnlyFans girls. I mean, the girls on my
Mm,
podcast. But the position you're in now is going to be difficult. And I'll be honest with you, the only guys that are going to deal with it are going to be guys that don't have any standards. And the guys that don't have any standards aren't going to bring much to the table.
right.
Because the guys
No,
that
I
bring a
agree.
lot, guys that bring a lot to the table, that are established, that are good looking, that have maybe their choice, but they like you, they're going to be
Hmm.
like, well, no, I don't want you doing that. And if you go tough shit, this is what I do. They're going to be like, I'm gone.
Right.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
If you ever decide that you're going to move on and get away from that, I think a lot of guys would be very forgiving of your past.
You think so? See, and I like that. I appreciate because I mean, I feel like if I were to hide it, it'd be different. You know, if I
Yeah.
were to lie to like, let's say a future boyfriend, I feel like that's a lot different. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could understand somebody not respecting me.
I think I think, don't get me wrong. I think the higher valued guys might not be able to forgive your past, but I think the guys that are in our world, like the blue
Hmm.
collar middle class world, I think if they see other traits in you, like nurturing traits or motherly
Hmm.
traits or girlfriend traits, and you're done with that, I think majority of guys will be able to would forgive you and move on. Or
Good. That
forgive your
makes me
past, not forgive you. Right.
right. Yeah.
Here's what I was gonna say. Can you in the future, can you, when you do your adult content, can you at least pick somebody who's somewhat attractive looking?
I've gotten that a lot too. Yeah. You
I mean,
know,
you know, the fat stomach and the hairy legs and the uncircumcised penis. You're like, I don't even want to watch this. I can't watch this.
I know, you know how many people, and because like I have so many guy friends, and not to say that sounds very whorish, but yeah, I've gotten my fair share of complaints, and I'm sorry if he's listening, but or if he gets to listen, but
I don't think he gives
there's
a
so
shit.
many
He's like, I
people,
got free pussy at home and I don't have to do a goddamn thing for
literally, and he loves
it.
tits, like he's obsessed with tits. So yeah,
Yeah,
he kind of
well,
got lucky in the
I think
grand
what I
scheme.
think is I think most guys are obsessed with tits. I think most guys are obsessed with tits and ass, but I think the trend for women is no tits and a big ass, and guys, I think girls follow the trend more of what women think than what guys think,
Hmm.
right? The way girls dress, the way girls act, and so on and
Absolutely.
so forth. But yeah, that never went away. It wasn't like we stopped liking tits in the early 2000s, and then
See, that's what I thought because it really
no,
seems
it
like all guys are
doesn't.
ass guys now. I'm
No,
like,
no, no, no.
okay.
It's not that all guys are ass guys. It's the fact that that's what's out there. So what I mean by that is like when I was I'm considerably older than you. When I used to go to the gym when I was a teenager or in my early 20s, every girl had huge boobs. They all had breast implants, they had huge boobs, right? And they would cover their butts. They were embarrassed if they had a big butt. They would wrap their sweater around them, something
Hmm.
like that. So that was in your face. So you're like, oh my God, I look big titties. Now it's the complete
Hmm.
opposite. The girls want no tits or at C cup at best.
Medium tits. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have these big butts. So all the guys are like, oh, okay, big butts. Listen, guys aren't complicated. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a switch. It's just like, that's all. I'm ready. It doesn't really matter. Listen,
it,
um,
it, men are they're easy, but so are women. Women are very easy on their own scale too, you know.
what do you
Tell us
mean?
we're pretty, give us some food, and that's about it. We really
Well,
don't take much anymore.
I think,
Not all of us, but
yeah, I'm not gonna. All right, I think generally speaking, women have. All right, let me rephrase that. I think generally speaking, women claim to have higher standards than men. I don't think men even have any standards anymore, because they're shamed if they have standards.
which is crazy. I mean, you
But
think it'd be the opposite.
like for example, like if a girl says, um, I prefer a guy who's over 6 foot tall
Mhm.
and makes as much as me or more, right? And I have to be attracted to him. Okay, that's claimed as her standards.
Yeah.
If a guy goes, I really would not want to get into a relationship with a girl who has a kid. That's a standard, but
I
people are
see.
shamed for that, and the guys are shamed for that, and they go, and the girl's like, "What? What?" And you're like, blah blah
Hmm.
blah, and it's like,
That double
well,
standard.
yeah, I want to have my own kids, I don't want to
Right,
take care of
right.
somebody else's kids, you know.
Especially because then
Um,
there's baby dad drama, then there's the
oh,
whole works.
it's not even. Look, I did a whole video on this. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. Of reasons why it would be difficult to be, and sometimes it's not even baby dad drama. Sometimes it's uh you put so much time and effort and you fall in love with the kid,
Hmm.
and then sometimes it doesn't work out, and then you're not just losing the girl, you're losing them, and they're not, because they're not yours.
No, and that's what you have to understand. It's so hard. My
They're not.
ex-boyfriend, I had that. I had it. I fell in love with this kid, man. That was like my little man. That's my best
Yeah,
friend. Like we
yeah.
did everything together. And when we broke up, I felt like I had like this whole chunk of my heart just ripped out.
Absolutely. I went through it too. I dated a girl with a kid. He was 2 years old. I fell in love with him. And this was obviously before I met my wife. And when we
Mhm.
broke up, I was like, I missed him more than I missed the girl. He was,
Yeah.
but and that this, so there's other things, but there's times where you stay together, right? And
Mhm.
the father is still in a life. And maybe let's say you have a little girl, because I've seen this in my own family. Let's say you have a
Mhm.
little girl. Uh, and it's time that she's going to get married. Well, you're not going to walk her down the aisle.
See,
Dad,
oh,
daddy's
that would
walking
be
it down the aisle.
heart-wrenching.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're the one that put the time and effort into raising this little girl. But it doesn't
Mhm.
matter, because no matter how you slice it and dice it, they are
Yeah.
not yours. They are
Mm-mm.
not yours. And here's another thing that guys have to deal with. When it's time to discipline those kids, then it
Ooh.
becomes, this is not your child.
Mhm.
You know.
I've seen that time and time again. I've
Yeah,
seen it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so many times.
So it's very, very
Oof.
difficult. Anyway, let's get back to you. Let's get back to you and your giant bosoms.
All right.
yeah,
My favorite topic.
yeah. So how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Okay, so you're not short. You're not so. I mean, you have big boobs, but it kind of fits you. It's not like you're 4'11", and
Yeah, exactly. Not
right?
Snooki. I'm more so the JWoww of it all, if you really want to put it up to like, well, okay, I'm not as tall as JWoww, but yeah,
J
standard
Well.
wise.
Oh, okay.
Jersey
The
Shore.
Jersey Shore. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I know who the characters are, but I never watched it. One of the guys, his father had a pizzeria right where I lived when I lived in Staten Island, right around the corner.
Vinny.
Yeah, Star. It was Star
Mm.
Pizza. It was right around, and I never ordered from him. I know. I never ordered the
You're like, I
pizza
don't
from
want to
him.
be part of the hype.
That was the no. It wasn't even that. It was like there was a better pizzeria on the other side of the corner, that I've ordered from. But yeah, I never. He was right like a block away.
That's
Um,
crazy.
okay, so you do the many vids, you do Instagram, you do doggy daycare. What else do you do? Because I do see you have other content on your. What do you have? LinkedIn on Instagram?
Oh, do I? No, or I have my the tree. Oh my God, I can't even think of what it's called right now. Link tree or whatever. Yeah, the
Yeah,
where it
whatever.
has
Yeah.
it. Just like Twitter. It's so mainly like what I have on there is like where I promote myself, I guess.
Hmm.
Kind of. So like my Twitter is a little more, risque because you can't really do that on Instagram. So that shows a little more content, but just previews, so
Right,
people
right,
can
right,
kind of get
right.
like a snippet of what they're gonna see.
Yeah,
But that brought in a lot too. I actually I got a magazine deal out of Twitter. I mean, podcasts. I get offers all the time. Like it's actually a really good networking series. So it's just kind of been an interesting little journey so far. So I actually go to Miami in a few weeks for a magazine
that's
to show off
great.
my boobs.
Yeah, no, it's great because if this is what you want to do, then it's then you're making all the right moves, and
Yeah.
social media is where it's at. Social media has changed the game. It used to be if you wanted to do adult work, you had to move to LA, right?
Hmm.
If you wanted to do if you wanted to be an actor or an actress, you had to move to Hollywood. It's just the way it was. Now you could
Hmm.
be anywhere,
Yeah.
and they'll
You
be
just have
like,
to go
yo,
viral.
yeah, we were just having a conversation with this, and we were saying if we ever did the podcast, I'll bring you out, right? If we ever did it in a studio, so it's just sometimes you don't even have to go viral, right? Because I actually interviewed Miss Danny. I don't know if you know who she is. She's a very very popular porno girl.
Okay.
She's on my other channel, the Outcast channel,
Ooh.
right? And we actually had a really good interview, and she told me about the business side of the industry, and she said a lot of times the major websites that have content, adult content, they scope out the Instagram girls, the OnlyFans girls, because they don't have to pay them as much as a Miss Danny or somebody that's been in the industry and now has the ability to say, no, I want this much money to do the content. And
Hmm.
plus you get younger girls, you get girls with the natural boobs, you get girls with fake boobs, you get girls with, and you could literally say, hey, this is me from so and so. Everybody knows this, whatever particular. Let's say it's Brazers or Bang Bros or one of the large ones, and they go run it, and it's good money for them, but it's just not what one of the mainstream girls would go for,
Which,
and then
yeah.
and then they get their name out there, and then it's and then they might, it might turn into something more or it might not. But yeah, so you don't even have to go, man. They believe me, they're scoping just like I am,
It's
right? I'm scoping for my channel. They're scoping. Oh, absolutely.
and they do a lot. And see, and I've done a lot of business my entire life. Like I've always been like I ran a store at like an clothing store for 7 years. ran
Mhm.
it completely well. Like I recruited people to come in because it was all, cash based. I've always done business, so I know how to work business, but I don't know this industry whatsoever. So it's been difficult, but I feel like the people that I have found, because I sought out other women first. I was like, hey, I'm new at this. I need help. Like, guide me. And a lot of women have been so like open arms and helping me. So it's been nice to have like more skilled people in this industry kind of like warn me where not to go and what not to do, because it's tough. It's really, really tough. They'll take advantage of you so easily.
Oh, in a heartbeat, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what's
It's any
difficult.
business.
Yeah. But when you're younger, especially when you're a young woman,
Hmm.
those there are predators out there that will take advantage of you, man or woman.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There are
You
some
know,
evil women out there that.
oh
Ugh.
yeah, yeah, and
Ugh,
man or woman. So it's just
yeah,
so but yeah, because when you're a little older, you're a little shrewder. You've been around the block. You're like,
hmm,
I don't know about that. Or by that point, you might have representation, right? It'd
yep,
be like, oh, you got to talk to my lawyer, or you got to talk to my accountant, and so on and so
yeah.
forth.
Right now, you just get to talk to my ex-boyfriend, my manager.
Yeah. Who has no
So
problem with me banging my roommate. So,
literally,
all
yeah. It's up in the air how it'll go, really. It's
right.
up in the air.
So Veronica V on Instagram. I am going to put your link tree in, and so everybody could copy and paste. And if you're
Appreciate that.
listening on Spotify, or listening on Apple iTunes, or listening on Google Podcast, Veronica V is a 32 L cup all natural. She is absolutely stunning. Go to her Instagram, Veronica V Instagram, and you'll get everything that you want out of a very sexually looking woman. And before
Hey,
you go, if you don't mind for the viewers, if you could just stand up and obviously don't, and let's
yeah,
see.
I ain't gonna flash you or nothing.
No.
People pay for that.
I'll get fucking thrown off YouTube. Forget it.
Yeah. Let's not do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to like, I can't even
Ah,
like, yeah,
yes, I could see how you need custom bras. Okay,
yeah,
very nice.
because they spill out a little bit,
Yeah.
and
All
that's
right,
at
don't
work, Brian.
all right, don't go away. But thank you,
Of
Veronica V. I appreciate
course.
everything, and
Thank
believe me,
you.
you will be back.
Hey, love to hear it.